नमस्कार दोस्तों, मैं हूं सौरभ शर्मा। आप देख रहे हैं भारत 24। In a world where rules are broken, only bold survive. Starring the legendary Kamal Hassan sir, the graceful Abhirami, and the powerhouse director Ratnam sir. Welcome to Bharat 24, sir.
Thank you.
I must say, Thug Life is just not a story, sir. It's a statement. Do you agree, sir?
We'll see on June 5th. We'll know for sure.
Kamal sir, we'll see the mass Kamal or the class Kamal or the both in the film.
You like it, he becomes master. I don't like it. He's just arty.
When I was searching throughout, because since childhood I've been searching Kamal Hassan sir for different variety of roles, and you surprise me every time.
Thank you.
Till date. Do you surprise yourself also every time?
I think I'm doing something fantastic and surprise myself. Somebody says, no, it's not.
Mani sir, you and Kamal sir have a common group of friends who used to discuss films. And when Nikon was shooting, taking place in Mumbai, you both went for Ramesh Shippi sir to see the shooting. Still, you have a heart, both of you have a heart which is still talking about films every time you meet.
Yeah. What else do you talk about?
What else can we talk about?
You're the same group chatting together.
The group will change. I mean, there'll be people who will come and go and things like that, but all of them are interested. They're not talking with us, they're talking with somebody else.
Kamal sir, what kind of cinematic style or tone can audience expect from Thug Life?
Expect the unexpected. We like to surprise the audience. Whether we make a love story, horror story, anything, but they mustn't expect where the Ripper is coming from or where the bombs are going to fall if it's a war film. And likewise, whether the woman is truly in love with a man, he's chasing so hard, all that, how you reveal the story in a triangle story, there's always a surprise.
Kamal sir, do you think Kamal Hassan 2.0 version or 3.0 version is still to come, or we are seeing this 2.0 or 3.0 version of yours?
You give us.
May I, sir? It is some 200 and
I was going to say that, yeah.
34.0 version that is coming.
Abhirami, because it's been, I think it's a luck to work with Mani Ratnam sir and Kamal sir.
Yes.
In a one frame. How did you, when this script came to you, how happy, how butterflies was in the stomach, how how was your reaction?
So with Kamal sir, I've worked in the past.
Before, yeah.
So not that it's any less special now, but just to clarify. But with Mani sir, I've been wanting to work with him for a long time. I remember I went and met him maybe 20-something years ago in his office, had a conversation with him in the hopes that we'd get to work together. And then a couple of times we did talk about a few projects and didn't pan out. And then finally, when he called me into his office for this project and he sort of narrated the script to me and told me, okay, would you like to do it? I'm like, what are you asking? Would you like to? Yeah, just tell me where to sign. And I remember just stepping out of the office, I have to maintain my decorum in the office. And then just as soon I got into the car, I was screaming. I called my husband, I was like, I got it! So the fervor of that has still maintained.
And finger crossed, I might say this, this film is going to be a blockbuster and you again will get the second part of this.
Yes, for sure.
Kamal sir, in your career you suffered more than, I guess, 30 fractures whilst performing stunts. Still, you believe, yes, this stunts we are doing on sets is being done by me only, not anybody double.
We don't take risks as we did before because there were no padded ground for her to fall down on, no safety measures. But now it has changed and it's much more comfortable doing action scenes today than before. With my experience, I won't break the same bone again.
Mani sir, everybody might be asking, you've been collaborating with Kamal sir after 3 decades, like 35, 37 years. But because you're very close to family as well, Do you still think it is a little late to get Kamal sir on board with Mani sir yourself?
It's never too late. Yeah, it's never too late. I think I'm happy that we're doing it, and it's been such a pleasure.
So do you think when you collaborate as a family together on functions, you talk about the Kamalji, I have some strong role and you have to do it. Any surprising role, because you have been giving surprises every time, Mani sir, and we are a fan of your films. This is also a surprise, Thug Life, because we are watching Kamal sir in a very different role altogether. Any role you have kept still on locked that has to be opened for Kamal sir?
See, I've known Kamal sir much before family came.
Correct, correct.
So that hasn't changed at all.
Yes.
He's still, to me, who's a pioneer and who's opened doors for us. So he'll still remain that way. And every film that I make, I think, starting from my first film, which I foolishly went and told him, asking him to act in it. So every film I make, I think of him. That's where it starts from. But that gives me a good, foundation to work on the script. So it's always a great thing to have, a fantastic actor in makes your job easier.
Because Kamal sir will keep his role sacred, because we can ask you how this time Kamal sir role will surprise us.
June 5th.
All right, Kamal sir, at this stage in your career, how do you approach a role that demands both emotional gravity and physical strength, intensity?
Emotions, we all got emotions. We've swallowed many tears, we've hidden many chuckles, all of them for reasons of social grace. We don't cry, we don't laugh too loudly, but it's all inside. We don't swear, but it's all inside. It's out of social grace that we don't do it. So when you evoke that, it comes. And I like to play it. When the first take, when you rehearse, it always burst. It's like a fire engine hose, There's a sputter, and then the hard force comes out. So it is difficult. Then he'll come. He'll just do that, and we'll understand.
Last two questions. Kamal sir, when we talk about content, because you have worked with Bollywood also and you're here also, do you think the depth of our content is degrading when we see some films? Because when we convey people that good film is coming, there's no bad film because everybody works hard. But from the point of the business, we calculate things also. Do you think the depth of this content is degrading, because so that we are not enjoying films? Because whenever you see before, whenever we are free with friends, we used to make program for movies now, but we cannot see audience going for theaters now. What do you think the reason is?
Because we need capital to do a film. But we are scared of capitalism because if that will get into our art field and say, no, it won't work because the market is this. They start dictating, then we don't know what to do. Obedience is, then we'll have to play civil disobedience. We still be disobedient, but we'll have to do it. So now we are free when we produce. That's why we became producers.
So you have done legendary roles. How does Thug Life challenge you as an actor, if you see?
Every role challenges me, especially if it is not well written. What do I do with it? It's a punch at the face. You duck. That's all you can do. But if there's a good story, then it's not a challenge. It's how fast you run.
Correct.
Gunfires, and then the aim is the tape in the end.
Abhirami, last question to you. Do you think good roles are written for the actresses now? Because previously we keep on listening, they keep on saying actresses are getting less roles than actors. But do you think this is the time when every actress is also getting the best of their parts in the films?
I think so. I think that evolution is happening, and it's not something that you can stop, because people cannot be put into a box. They are going to break those shackles and come out. And case in point, you can look at the kind of women characters that are in this movie. They're very disparate and very powerful, very strong in their own ways. So I think the trend is definitely changing. It's a good trend that we are following now.
Mani, sir, I had to ask you, when you named the film Thug Life, did anyone ask, are you going to Hollywood?
Why?
Well, that's because
The name is in English. No, it was his idea. The title was his idea. So that's where
Our
it
film
came.
will go.
and definitely the Oscars. Oscars are the audience who are coming to the theaters. This is the best reward we can ever get from our films, sir. Thank you for joining us. And I must say, when legends meet, history is made. Kamal Haasan sir, Abhirami, Ratnam sir, together in Thug Life. This is not a film. It's a revolution, I must say, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you talking to
Thank
us.
you.
फिलहाल अभी के लिए इतना ही. आप बने रहिए भारत 24 के साथ.